The minimalist lifestyle has become increasingly more popular over the last decade, yet most people still have a negative outlook on the concept. Minimalism isn't about sacrificing the things you have and enjoy. In fact, it often refers to a state of mind rather than a lifestyle choice, affecting much more than just material things. So what does the minimalist state of mind entail, and why is less more when it comes to minimalism psychology? Welcome back, Psychos! Today we'll be discussing minimalism psychology and why less is more when it comes to things we own. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as click the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Number 1. Decluttering physical space gives you mental clarity. Although the minimalist lifestyle has to do much more with the decluttering and stopping yourself from impulse purchases, decluttering is a great place to start for any new minimalist because our living space is an extension of who we are and what's going on inside our heads. Decluttering a space not only brings mental clarity but reduces the amount of sensory input that happens when you walk into a living space. But it can also reduce the amount of stress and anxiety that comes with purchasing things we know we'll never use. You know the stress, like figuring out what you're going to do with the 10 throw pillows you bought on clearance last spring, or were you ever going to wear one of the many cocktail dresses you've impulse purchased in the last few years. Number 2. It allows you to focus on what's important. With the reduced overall mental stress and the limited sensory overload of tasks and material things that minimalism brings, it becomes much easier to focus on what's really important, the things that bring you real happiness in life. When we're overloaded by unnecessary stresses, everything in life goes on the back burner. Things like romantic relationships, children, personal goals, mental and physical well-being are the real happiness generators. Yet, ironically, most of us think that if we put a halt on our hectic lifestyles by putting energy into our family and personal well-being, we will fall behind. In reality, when all is said and done, you won't remember the thousands of tasks you completed or the shiny new objects you purchased throughout your life. You'll remember the important things, like goals you've accomplished and people that were there to encourage and love you. When you have less things to do, less things to purchase, and less interest in the temporary satisfaction that over-purchasing and overworking brings, you'll notice that you have much more time to spend on the things that really matter in life. Number 3. Limiting temporary satisfaction. Temporary satisfaction seems to be the new hot commodity in our day and age. Upcoming generations have less patience for long-term satisfaction of goals because we have become hooked on the quick release of dopamine that impulse actions bring. Impulse purchases act as a quick and easy rush of happy emotions for many people. However, since this satisfaction is so short-lived, people find themselves back to their unhappy selves in just a short period of time. Like a drug, once the unfulfilled happiness begins to creep back in, we tend to look for something new to make us happy again. Minimalism stops this never-ending cycle of wanting more for the sake of temporary happiness. This cycle doesn't only happen with physical items, but also in sexual relations, food, and other unhealthy habits. Once you feel the freedom of the minimalist mindset, you begin to realize the difference between genuine happiness and artificial joy. Number 4. You learn to set boundaries around your time. Life is a big rat race, and it seems like we're all hurrying to the finishing line. Hurrying to graduate, get a job, settle down, retire, and finally enjoy life. Unfortunately, this outlook on life is completely bogus and leads to regrets, mental burnout, and decreases overall satisfaction for life. Minimalists, however, don't try to do it all. Instead, they take a laid-back approach to life and many tasks and responsibilities it brings. They stop to smell the flowers, and they don't purposefully take on tasks just because stopping to smell the flowers is considered unproductive. Minimalism is about quitting the idea that we need to spend our days in a stress-induced panic to get everything done, and instead evaluate what they need to get done and minimize it to only the most important tasks. Minimalism will never jeopardize your health, sleep, mental well-being, meaningful connections, leisure activities, or special occasions for the sake of working above their means. And by doing so, people who live with a minimalistic outlook on life tend to not only be less stressed, but more satisfied with life. But they also seem to get things done more efficiently and with more focus. Number 5. You learn to set boundaries around your money. Two of the most precious things we value in life is our time and our money. According to the Northwestern's Mutual 2018 Planning and Progress study, money is the #1 main stressor among the American population. Yet, nobody wants to take responsibility for the never-ending need to purchase things they don't need. Personal debt is at an all-time high and steadily climbing alongside in anxiety and depression, so it's fair to say that these money problems and mental health do have a correlation to some degree. When you realize how easy it is to live minimally and begin taking the steps to do so, you'll notice changes to your happiness and your wallet. To put it simply, less purchases equals more money. Declutter also equals more money. Deciphering between what you want and need may be difficult at the start, but over time, you will begin to value the feeling of a full wallet over a new item that will only cause you more stress later down the line. Number 6. Gifts from others become more meaningful. Have you ever been stuck trying to find a gift for the person that has everything? Well, chances are, the person that has everything might not even appreciate the gift as much as the average person. When someone has a lot of things in their possession, things just don't give the same satisfaction as they once did. Like any drug, the same dose that used to have an effect stops giving the effect it once did, causing the user to up their dose. Slowly but surely, we become detached by the idea of material things. It's almost impossible to fill that void. It makes small gestures and purchases from other people considerably less meaningful and less enjoyable. When choosing the minimalist outlook on life, however, you'll begin feeling a sense of appreciation for the items you own and those that are gifted to you. And number 7. You learn to say no. So, what exactly is minimalism? Well, to put it simply, it's the overall ability to say no to things that don't deserve your greater good, with the notion that less is truly more. When looking at life through the lens of a minimalist, everything is under constant evaluation based on how it affects overall happiness and mental clarity of the individual. It's all about saying no to material things we don't need, no to people and relationships that don't serve us, no to lifestyle choices that will harm our mental or physical well-being, no to careers or responsibilities that are energy taxing, and yes, to everything that brings true, lasting happiness. So psychos, are you ready for a minimalist challenge? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more psycho videos.